doing trigonometric ratios, and we are trying to find x, and since it is opposite and adjacent, it would be tangent. But in this case, we are doing inverse tangent. So what we would do is we do take inverse tangent of 16 over 10, which will give us our answer, which is 57.99. Now here, since we're still trying to find x, it is opposite and hypotenuse, which would be sine, so we would take inverse sine, 7 over 14, which will be 30. And there you go.
Okay, so here we're going to find x for this triangle using cosine. If you want to set it up as cosine 17, because of the angle it's given, equals x, which would be the adjacent, over 9.7, which is the hypotenuse. And so to isolate the variable, you have to multiply by 9.7 on both sides, which leaves you with 9.7 times cosine 17 equals x. Now if you plug that into your calculator, you'll be left with x equals 9.28. And it is your answer. For this triangle, we will do the same thing. You set up as cosine 15 equals x over 19. And then to isolate the variable again, you'll multiply by 19 on both sides, leaving you with 19 times cosine 15 equals x, which if you plug that in your calculator, then you should get x equals 18.35.
Okay, so this time you are finding areas of polygons using trigonometric ratios. So to start off, you are going to have to split up your polygon into different triangles depending on how many sides there are. And so in this case, since it is a pentagon, then there are 5 sides, so that means that there are going to be 5 triangles. So you're going to have to split them up, and then you're going to start off trying to find the height of one triangle. So since you split it down the middle to find the height, then now you have 2 right triangles. So now you can use tangent to try to find the height. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug into your calculator tangent of 36 equals 5 over y, because it's tangent is TOA, which is opposite over adjacent, which is how you got 5 over y. But you can't necessarily do that because you have to isolate the variable. So you're going to multiply by y on both sides. When you get times y times, and you get y times the tangent of 36 equals 5. And you can't really do anything on this side because the y still isn't by itself. So now you're going to divide both sides by tangent of 36. So now your new equation looks like y equals 5 over the tangent of 36. You're going to plug this into your calculator. Which you end up with 6.88. So this gives you your height of the triangle. And to find the area of one triangle, you do base times height. So now you know that y equals 6.88. So now you don't have to worry about the 2 triangles that you split up. Now you just have one. You just have the 10 base plus the height of the triangle. So to find the area, you do base times height divided by 2. So in this case, you do 10 times 6.88, which is 68.8, divided by 2, which gives you Plug it into your calculator. 34.4, which then you multiply by 5, because 34.4 is the area of one triangle. And since you have 5 triangles, because it's a pentagon, then that'll give you the total area of the whole shape. So then you get 34.4 times 5 equals 172 units squared. So that is the area of this polygon. So that's all you do. You just split one triangle down the middle, and then use tangent to find the height, and then base times height divided by 2, multiply by how many triangles. There's your answer. Okay, this time we're finding areas of polygons again. This is the second example. This time it is an octagon, which means that there are going to be 8 sides, 8 triangles from the center. So you're going to make one triangle, length is 6, so divide it, make obviously like triangle right here, split it into 2 to find the height. You are going to then need to do splitting up the bases to get 3 on both sides, and then you are going to need to find the angle of this right here. It is not given to you, but it is easy to find out, because what you're going to do is going to take 36 divided by 8 triangles, and that'll give you 45 degrees. 45 divided by 2, 22.5. There you go. So then you're going to do 22.5, well, tangent of 22.5 equals 3 over y, because opposite over adjacent for tangent, because you're finding y. So now what you're going to do is then isolate the variable. You cannot do that obviously yet because the y is with the 3. So you're going to multiply by y on both sides, which then you get y times the tangent of 22.5 equals 3. It's still not by itself. Now you have to divide by tangent of 22.5. Cross them out. So then you are left with y equals 3 divided by the tangent of 2.5. So then you just plug that in your calculator, and from that you will get y, which is 7.24. So 7.24 is your height. So now you can find the area of this whole triangle. So then you're going to take base times height, and the base is 6 times 7.24, which you will get 6 times, I guess, 7.24 divided by 2, because base times height divided by 2. And plug it in your calculator and you will get 21.72. So that means that is the area of this one triangle. So then, since you have 8 triangles, you take 21.72 times 8. 21.72 times 8. Which then gives you your answer, which from that is 173.76, because you plug that in, and you know you can easily narrow it down by just rounding and then get the exact answer, which will be 173.76 of the whole polygon. This is by doing from finding one triangle, from narrowing it all down with just one side and one angle, and you can find the area of the whole polygon just by doing that with tangent. And for others, SOHCAHTOA is your key on all of this.